Would you be interested in feeling more energized, thinking more clearly, and even reducing your risk of catching diseases by making one simple change? Now, this simple change is the way you eat. Now, daily we have all types of foods that are being thrown our way. A lot of these foods are processed foods, and they're loaded with artificial ingredients, added sugars, and very unhealthy fats. These are usually the most convenient options, but inconveniently, they're usually the worst for our bodies. Now, there's been a rise in obesity, heart disease, chronic fatigue, and diabetes. And now, what we want to do is see if there's a better way for us to eat, and that is called the whole food based diet. Now, this diet is based on eating fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and natural fats. Now, this diet makes sure that our body gets the nutrients that they need to survive. This is a vast contrast from processed foods, which are stripped of their essential vitamins and their minerals that actually give us the energy that we need, improve our digestion, and also keep away diseases. Okay? Now, I have tried many different diets for weight loss, but they tend to be very extreme and actually difficult to maintain. Now, this diet doesn't require too much work because you're just changing a few ingredients, but you can technically still eat the things that you love. Now, being that I'm passionate about health, I've seen how the whole food diet can actually transform lives. And this is something that can happen for anyone. Today, let's go over why processed foods are harmful and how whole foods are actually beneficial, and also simple steps that you can take to make this change without actually feeling overwhelmed. Small steps can actually get you there. Now, I know everyone would like to feel more energized, but let's see how we can get this to happen and the effects that this actually may have on us. Okay? Now, with the whole food based diet, you can start feeling things step day one. But today's diet is full of processed foods that are packed with added sugars, artificial ingredients, and again, very unhealthy fats. This excessive consumption of foods like this is linked to obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. A study by the British Medical Journal found that individuals who consume an ultra processed diet actually have a 62% increased chance of early death. Now, these foods they contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and chronic illness while they lack the essential nutrients that your body's actually going to need. Now, I'm sure that we all had those moments where we feel extremely sluggish after we eat fast food. That's because processed foods cause blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you feeling unfocused and extremely tired. Now, the Harvard Medical School actually confirmed that eating a diet consisting of whole, nutrient dense foods like lean meats, fruits, and whole grains will actually sustain your energy better, keep you more focused, and a lot more productive throughout the day. Now, this diet doesn't just affect our body, it also affects our mind. An unhealthy diet with high processed foods actually leads to depression and anxiety. Whole foods will essentially do the opposite for you. The whole food diet is beneficial for brain function, improving your mood, and also reducing your stress because the vitamins and minerals that are found within it. Now that we know a few of the negatives, let's look at why people aren't really adopting the whole food diet right now and things that are stopping them. Now, there's a lot of people out there that just believe that the whole food diet will just be too expensive. It's not something they can afford. But in all actuality, a diet based on fresh produce, grains, and lean proteins can actually be budget friendly. Now, the Journal of Nutrition found that preparing meals at home with these ingredients can actually be cheaper than frequently eating out. See, processed foods seem to be the most convenient option, but meal prepping with whole foods can be just as convenient. You can also try cooking in batches. Just make a little more. You can also try another thing is have your meals ready so you can pop it in the microwave whenever you actually want it. Now, cravings are a real thing, and cravings of processed foods, they won't just go away. but they will decrease after time if you take the little steps you need to make gradual changes. Now, an example of taking it slowly would be just replacing one processed meal a day with a whole food option and see what the change can be. Now, let's look more at some practical steps that can lead someone in the right direction when we're talking about this whole food based diet. Now, what if every morning you could wake up feeling full of energy and never ever really feeling too sluggish? This could be done by making the switch over to the whole food diet, a diet that can change and lead you to living a longer life and actually performing at your best. Let's start small by swapping out one processed snack for a whole food alternative. Cooking at home while using whole food ingredients instead of eating out. Another small thing we can take advantage of is reading the labels on your cans or anything that you buy. See, my wife and I, we prepare our meals every Sunday for the week. And this is something we can do while we're talking, watching a Dolphins game, or even catching the news. Then throughout the week, we always have a healthy option right there waiting for us that me, her, and the rest of the family can just enjoy. Now, changing the way we eat isn't about being perfect, but it is about taking the right steps in the right direction and getting better each day. This is something that we can do, and it's something we can actually teach the people closest to us. Now, switching over to a whole food based diet isn't about a trend or a fad either. It's about getting your health under control. Now, we spoke about the dangers of processed foods and the benefits of whole food. But we also need to talk about a few simple ways to start incorporating this healthy option into your daily life. Now, I remember in the beginning, I asked you who wants to be energized, but I want to challenge you today to do this one simple thing. Let's swap one snack that is processed for one snack that is whole based and see how this little change can actually make a difference for you. Or instead of grabbing some fast food, let's have a whole food option ready at home that we can quickly make. Let's see if we feel the difference in our energy, in our focus, in our overall well being. I think this is something we can do. Now, we each only get one body. And what we must do is our best to make sure that we take care of it. And again, earlier I did ask you, who wants to feel more energized? But again, who wants to think more clearly and fight off the risk of disease? Now, if you're one of those people, I believe we can take advantage of the whole food based diet today and actually get it done. And then after you feel the great effects, talk to one person and see if you can convince them to join with you so they can see how great it can make them feel.